welcome back to my channel. My name is the Tenacious Teacher and we are moving. So we have been in our current apartment for about 10 months now, and honestly we have just really grown out of it. We have accumulated too many things and it's just time for us to get something a bit bigger. We are staying in Beijing and we would love to stay in our current neighborhood of Liudaku, but we are touring apartments in the Liudaku and the Wudaku neighborhood over the course of the week. In this video, I'm going to show you what the apartments look like. I'm going to tell you how much they cost, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts about them. You'll also get a little bit more detail in this video about how renting works here in Beijing, and if you're moving here, what to expect in regards to price points after the pandemic, as well as the process in general. Our current lease doesn't end until August 23rd, so if you're wondering how are we gonna afford to pay 2 rents, we actually don't really have to, because here in China renting works in bundles. So you pay a certain amount of months at a time depending on your leasing contract. So our leasing contract, we paid 3 months up front, and then after those 3 months ended, we paid another 3 months, and then we paid 4 months. So technically our apartment is paid for until we are supposed to be out on August 23rd. And because of that, we'll probably keep this apartment until then so we can move things a bit slower and we won't feel as rushed. I'm not too sure how many apartments we're going to tour this week, but I'm going to bring you along with us. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you are new, and leave in the comments below what apartment we should choose. The first apartment that we toured was in the Wudaku area, and this apartment actually may look familiar because we toured this same exact one when we first got to China. And let's just say it was just as underwhelming the second time as it was the first time. This apartment was just not renovated at all, very old. It had a bed in the living room, very run down. I'm not sure if we even made it to the bathroom, but the bathroom was pretty gross as well, and we just weren't feeling it. The landlord really wanted us to rent this apartment, and he asked us what we should do, and I said they should completely change the whole apartment if they wanted anyone to rent this apartment. Just not it. The price point for this one was 9,000 Kwai, or about 1,400 US dollars. The second apartment that we toured was in the same neighborhood in Wudaku. This one was obviously much nicer. It had obvious renovations and updates, and it just had a very good feel. The kitchen was full of stainless steel, which was really cool and beautiful. However, it had a weird feature where there was a glass wall separating the bathroom and the kitchen. So Devin is pointing to the wall now where you can literally see through to the bathroom. You can see the bathtub and the shower, and you can see the kitchen through the bathroom. It is a 1-bedroom apartment. The bedroom was a very good size with lots of great closet storage. The couch that you just saw was a little faded and crusty, but we definitely could get a couch cover for that. The main selling point was the bathroom because it had a bathtub, which is very, very rare in China. And it also had a Japanese style toilet, which just has lots of cool features in it. So this apartment was going for 9,500 Kwai, or about 1,500 US dollars. And this is just another look at that very weird wall separating the bathroom and the kitchen. The last apartment that I was able to record was in the Liudaku area, and it was right beside the apartment where we are currently living. The bathroom was nice and spacious. The only thing was that the shower was not separate, but it's pretty easy to throw a shower curtain up as well as put a bar down on the floor to separate everything. The living room was very spacious, and this refrigerator is amazing. It has lots of space inside, and it has 2 freezer drawers, which is very, very nice. The kitchen is bright and beautiful with white cabinets and a nice window above the sink. And the bedroom is not huge, but it's bigger than the one that we're currently in. And it has a nice closet here where we can hang our clothes. The red couch is nice enough that we don't have to get a cover for it, which is nice. But the coolest part of this apartment is this part. It is called a tatami, and you can literally lay on the floor because it's covered with these nice mats. We'll probably use this room for yoga and storage because it has actually storage cabinets underneath the mats on the floor, which is really cool. We absolutely love this apartment. However, it was out of our budget because it was 10,500 kwai or 1,600 US dollars. Excuse my appearance and my background. I just wanted to quickly wrap up this video and tell you what it's like to rent here in Beijing. So we actually toured about 3 extra apartments that were not included in this video. And the reason why I didn't include them is because they were occupied, so people were living in them. And those apartments were either really nice or horrible. So there's like a wide range of things that were good and bad about those apartments. Again, I couldn't record because they were occupied. Some had kids in them. I just kind of felt weird taking out my camera. However, we did choose one of the apartments that we toured. So we are moving. We're actually in the process of getting ready to start packing, and we're going to hopefully be out of this apartment by this upcoming weekend, and that is so exciting. So a little bit about renting in Beijing. First things first, you should find someone to help you look. This is good for a multitude of reasons because the person who you hire to help you find apartments will take what you want and kind of search through what is available, and they help so that you don't have to tour a bunch of things that you know you wouldn't be interested in. They give you a lot more options and variety. Another thing is that they can help be translators, especially if you get someone who is fluent in both Chinese and English. Our realtor Rainbow is fluent in both, and it's really helpful because she can talk to the landlords and help negotiate and things like that. Another thing that you have to be prepared for if you want to rent in Beijing is that you are required to pay quite a lot of money up front. So you should have prepared about 5 months rent. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's what it is. Because most apartments require you to pay a deposit. The deposit is the price of 1 month of rent and 3 months rent up front. Okay, so that's 4 months rent. And then you also have to pay your realtor a month's rent as well for their help in helping you find that place. So when you come to Beijing, if you move to Beijing, have 5 months rent available because a lot of times that's how much you'll have to pay. It's also best to have a little bit extra as well, just in case there are extra fees and things attached. So for us, we had to pay an extra amount of money for maintenance. So that means that throughout our lease, our payment that we made towards maintenance can be used to help fix anything that's broken. They'll just come in and fix it for us, which isn't technically free, but you know, whatever. We really like the place that we chose, so we just sucked it up, and that's what we're gonna do. The last reason that it's really important to have a realtor is so that they can help you go over your contract. Contracts, just like everywhere else, are very detailed. A lot of places will have them translated for you in English and Chinese, but some places don't. The apartment that we're moving to actually only has the contract written in Chinese, so our landlord read through it with us, made sure everything was okay before we signed it. Apartments go really fast here. One of the apartments that we toured, and that actually was in this video, we actually ended up wanting to live there, but literally within hours of us touring the apartment and then deciding that we wanted to live there, someone had already taken it. There were a couple of other apartments too that our realtor sent us that literally within the same 5 minutes someone took, and she was like, never mind, we can't tour those. So if you want something, you have to jump on it that day. And when we found our apartment, I literally paid the deposit on the spot because I was like, I don't want you to show this to anyone else. This is the one that we want. Don't give it to anyone. This is it. The last thing that I can think of that is important about if you are moving to Beijing and you get an apartment is that as a foreigner, you are going to have to register at the police station. So most of the time your landlord will go with you. I think the first time you register, they have to go with you. And all you need to bring is your passport and your housing contract. You go to the police station, they, do all their stuff on the computer. They give you this form saying that you're registered, and so then their system is updated with your current address, which is good just in case they do random checks to make sure that you are the person living in that apartment and no one else is living there that's not supposed to. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you got some helpful tips about moving and renting in Beijing. If you have any extra questions, you can leave them in the comments below. I hope I remembered to include everything, although I think I did. We are so excited to move, and I hope you're excited for all of the moving vlogs and moving content. I am going to film an empty apartment tour either today or tomorrow, so that will be up after this video, and then you'll see us moving into our place. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. We finally hit 500 subscribers, so yay to that. And yeah, let's keep growing this family, and I hope you decide to stick around with us. Bye.